Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new episode of Retro Smash TV. My name's Chris. I hope everyone is doing well. So guys, I thought I'd make this video. It's been a couple of days now since CEX updated their website, updated their apps with the new prices on the retro gaming. So I thought I'd make this video because I'm still a little bit unclear in my mind where this leaves me as a retro video game collector. So if you've been following my channel, you know that I like collecting for retro, especially Sega Megadrive. So I'm a little bit unclear as to where this leaves me now as a collector. So in the past, so let's rewind sort of a couple of weeks. So CEX would sell their retro video games and it would be a couple of prices. So they'd have an unboxed price, they'd have the boxed price, and then they'd have a mint price. So mint, from my sort of experience, it had to be mint. It had to be complete. There had to be no imperfections on the case. It had to be in, like I say, mint condition for you to get that mint trade-in and for you to be able to buy that game mint. If you were looking just to get the game sort of complete with the manual, you would have to either visit the store and ask if it had the manual, and if it did or it didn't, you paid the same price. The other thing that we used to do as retro collectors, and we used to have loads of fun with it, is to do the CEX roulette. And that is where you buy the game blindly, just off the website. When it comes, you got to cross your fingers and hope that it comes with a manual. For the longest time that I've known, retro collectors have been crying out for CEX to change the way that they advertise, to let us know if it is complete in box, it does have a manual. Well, they've listened, but, and this is the big but, they have increased the prices of video games that have come with a manual. So this is where I am in a predicament as to where I go with my retro video game collecting. Do I stop altogether, be put off by the changes, and CEX have ruined it and they've raised the prices, and just do that? Or do I change my thinking and think to myself, I'm going to buy the games now without the manual so I can get them slightly cheaper? Or do I bite the bullet and pay the extra amount for the video games? Or do I just go elsewhere? So at the moment, I am in a bit of a predicament. And as I mentioned, if you're a long-standing subscriber, viewer of my channel, you know I'm a bargain collector. I like to do this hobby as cheaply and as efficiently as I can do. So what that entails is me buying video games, trading it in to get CEX credit in order to buy the games, hence making it free because of the profit that's being made. Now I'm going to have to pay a little bit extra for the same that I was getting before anyway. So I really don't know what to do. I think, having thought about this a couple of days, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold fire for the time being on my building up my Sega Megadrive collection. There are lots of games out there that I want to get. For example, Splathouse 2 is a game that I really wanted to get, and that was £60 about a week ago. To get that game now, boxed with the manual, is £75. So they've added an extra £15 on there just for the manual. That's quite a big jump. There are other games where the jump to include the manual is quite high. The markups that CEX are also giving for cash, which, if you've got a copy of Streets of Rage 3 and it's got the manual, I don't know what possesses you to trade it in to CEX for the markups they're going to give you compared to what they sell it for. Some of the items are pushing 60% markup. That's 60% profit on your trading. So I think I'm going to hold fire just to see if the prices start to fluctuate, and then I can go after the games that are on my list. I do have some games on my list, and I very rarely go and get heavy hitting video games. Yes, I would love to have the trilogy of Streets of Rage. Yes, I would love that, but that Streets of Rage 3, for the game that it is, and with the increase now from £140 to now £150, it's just that too far out of my reach. It would have been out of my reach at 140 anyway. So that's where my thinking's come into play here. Was I realistically ever going to buy a £140 video game? No, probably not. I've already got the game on Sega Megadrive Classics if I ever wanted to play it. So I want to know, guys, what's your new view on this? Are you going to go the other way? Are you going to accept the changes? Are you going to seek elsewhere? What's some advice that you can give to somebody like me who is relatively new to this hobby of collecting video games? Because lately I've been addicted to Nintendo Switch. A lot of really cool modern retro video games which suit my gaming style, which I've always mentioned, I've always said on this channel. So sorry, the TV just went. Sorry, I'm not even going to cut that out because we're just live. So yeah, let me know, guys, in the comments, what advice do you have for somebody like me? Are you going to now trade in your whole collection? Are you going to look to flip on eBay? Because that's a whole different kettle of fish as well. Because as you know, if you've followed my channel, I do a lot of reselling as well. I visit car boot sales and I pick up stuff that if it's got some value, I sell on my Vinted or I sell on eBay, and I've been quite successful in what I've picked up. And with this now £1,000 sort of threshold allowance that we've got before we have to sort of self-declare and pay taxes on it, having spoke to some other resellers, they're quite worried about it. It's going to affect their business. It's going to affect the way that they collect. I'm no different. So guys, let me know in the comments. I thought I'd air it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold fire. The last couple of days I was like, CEX, they've ruined it, and all of this. Haven't taken stock on it. Will the price of my video games go down? Maybe. Will they go up? Quite possibly. But whilst I've got them, I don't want to have that regret of ditching it all and then wanting to get it all back again, because ultimately I'm probably going to have to, I'm not going to get back from CEX what I've paid for them. So I'm going to hold fire. I'm going to continue with the Nintendo Switch, and there's also something else I'm thinking about. I'm toying with the idea of getting some PlayStation 2 games. I recently found my childhood PlayStation 2 up in my loft during Christmas when I was hunting for the Christmas tree. That is going to come down, and there are some games that I'm going to be wanting to pick up for that, and that is like the Grand Theft Autos, some of the Street Fighter games, some of the Tekken, those type of nostalgic games. I'm not going for a full collection. I'm not just going to collect any old game. It's just going to be ones that I want to play, just for nostalgic reasons and that reason alone. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments, and I just want to give a massive shout out as well. As you know, I've recently rebranded this channel. We're now known as Retro Smash TV. We've got so many more new subscribers and so many more new people are commenting in the comment section. So thank you so much. It makes it all so worthwhile to me when I get new people in the comments, new subscribers. It makes it so worthwhile to me. So thank you very much. Big yourselves up. And guys, I will see you in the next one, where hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to go hunting for some video games. I might be hitting the car boot sale. I might be doing a bit of reselling. So guys, watch this space. I will see you in the next one. So take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. I've been Chris, Retro Smash TV.